Hello guys, welcome to Scotech Discovery guys. In this video guys, I want to quickly teach you guys how to calculate pips, like the pips for USD, USDJPY, XAUUSD, maybe probably what's it called, US30. So these pairs, their calculation of pips differs. So we're going to dive into the video. So if you are new to my channel, what I do is I go out there to make extensive research about making money online. We get this stuff tested and trusted. I bring it for you guys to benefit. So I also talk about Forex, cryptocurrency. So if you think what I just said concerns you, do me a favor by joining my community, smash the subscribe button. And if you think this video at the end of the day is valuable to you, please don't forget to smash that like button. So let's dive into my MetaTrader 4. My MetaTrader 5 right now, as you guys see. Okay, now let me quickly show you guys something great. I'm actually on a trade running right now. So there's something I want you guys to take note of. First of all, the number one thing is I'm going to break this video from scratch. Like even if you're a beginner trader, you're going to understand every single thing. So bear with me, the video may take some time. It's going to be long, maybe, I don't know, because I really want to explain. I really want to break everything that I'm going to be teaching you guys right now. So the first thing, before we dive into calculation of pips, I want you to note some things to take note of. Get your book, write things down, like for real. This is a free class. Like you pay a lot of dollars to learn these things I'm going to teach you guys right now. So if you see something here right now, this USDJPY, EURJPY, it's usually what we call the pairs, right? Currency pairs. Now, when you know currency pairs, under currency pairs we have the base and the quote. Now, for new traders, please take note of what I'm saying. As you can see right now, these are all currency pairs, like Australian dollars pair to Canadian dollars, JPY peg to GBP peg to JPY, euro to JPY, USD to JPY. Like these are all the pairs. So the base pair is always the first pair. The base pair, take note of what I'm saying, is always the base pair. It's always the first pair. Why? The second pair is always the quote. You see, we have base, like I told you, base and quote. The first is the base and the second is the quote. Once it's in the first place, just know it's the base. If it's second, just know it's the quote. Now, why I'm telling you this, because it's going to be helpful in calculating pips and, helpful in calculating profit and loss, because we're going to teach all that in this video. That's what I'm teaching you guys. So now that you know this, the second thing I want you guys to know is the bid price and ask price. Now, if you can see this side here, we have some prices rolling this side, as you can see on my screen. Now, this price here that you see here, the lower price is the bid price. Take note of it. The lower price is the bid price. Why? The higher price here is what? The ask price. The lower price is the bid price. The bid price, while the higher price is the ask price, as you can see. So after knowing this carefully, I hope you're taking notes. Now, the next thing we want to do is to tell you how this ask price and bid price work, right? Quickly, we're going to dive into our MetaTrader. We're going to dive into the chart. As you can see, let me use a 1 minute time frame. Now, what we got to observe here is, you can see these two lines rolling, green and red. It simply means the ask price and the bid price. Now, we said the ask price is always the higher one, which if you check between these two prices rolling, you see the higher one is the top, right? So the red line is the ask price, while the green line is the bid price. Okay, so it's simple as that. So another thing you need to note is that when you are buying, you want to buy, it opens the position with the ask price. Example, I'm going to give you a live example quickly. I want to buy quickly. Okay, let's say this is the ask price rolling. Once I press buy, it's going to buy from the ask price. Take note of that red line. Watch the red line while I click the buy. I want to click the buy. Watch the red line. Can you see? It buy from the ask price. You see what I'm saying? So if you are opening a position, it opens from the ask price, and if you want to close, it close from the bid price. So another thing you need to know is that to make profit is that the closing price should be higher than the opening price. Why? If you're making loss with a buy order, if you're placing a buy order to make profits, is that the opening price, the closing price should be higher than the opening price, and you close with the bid. But if you make loss, take note of what I'm saying, please. We're going to use all these informations to calculate profit and loss, pips and all that, right? So if I close this trade now, I go to this place, I'm running, because I'm using 0.01 lot size, I'm running probably like 3 cents, 3 pips running, going to 4 pips, right? If I close this trade, it's going to close with what? With the bid price. Let's say I close this trade. Now close done. Now what you're gonna see, the trade is not there. I've closed that trade around this side with the bid price, with the green line. That's how the trade closed. So it means I lost because I speculated by buying. Longing is the same thing. Speculated that the price should go up, and the price go against me because of maybe my wrong analysis, right? So now that you know this, the same thing happens to sell. If you sell, you are expected that the price opens. If I sell, I'm going to give you a live example with sell as well. If I sell, the price opens with a bid price and closes with the ask price, right? So watch the bid price, the green line. I want to press sell. It's going to open from that place. Can you see? I want to press sell. Can you see it open? Let me press again. You see it opens in the green line. Right, I open 2 positions now, for instance. Now, as you can see right now, for me to start making profit, the ask price, which is the closing price for sell, should be lower than the opening price. Hope you're taking note. So if it goes against me and the closing price, which is the ask price, is higher than the opening price, it means I'm going to make a loss. So this is easy PC. I have a note on that where, for those who really want to follow this video, you can recheck these things, and you can recheck these things and for yourself to understand. You can write it down. Number one, I told you first, I said of the 2 price in a pair of quotes, the higher one is always the ask price, while the lower is always the bid price. That's what we said. We now further said that the buy, I gave you practical example just now, this theory. The buy orders is open at, sorry, let me close this trade. Oh, it's even running in profits anyway, but let me just close it because it's not a planned trade. So now let's move forward. So we now say buy orders open at ask price and close with a bid price. I explained this practically. Sell orders open at the bid price and close with the ask price. Simple. Buy orders make, number 4, buy orders make a profit if the closing price is higher than the opening price, right? Why sell orders make a profit when the closing price is lower than the opening price, right? Buy order makes a loss. All this I just explained briefly. This is just theory. I know why I'm showing these guys for people who really want to learn. Buy order makes a loss if the closing price is lower than the opening price, while sell order makes a loss when the closing price is higher than the opening price. The regular contract size for commonly used currency pairs is 100,000 units, and the point size or pip size is 0.0001. We're going to talk about this when we want to talk about pip calculation. Profit and loss. So, but before then, let's quickly go to. This is what I want you to note. Let's quickly go to calculation, like pip calculation. For example, we want to start calculating pips. So I promised you guys that we're going to talk about calculating pips. Now, there are 4 different, I think, 4 different ways to my own knowledge to calculate pips. Yeah, right. So I'm going to show you the first and common way that most people do, especially if the number is a 4-digit number of this kind. You can see something like this, maybe 1 point something 000 1, for instance. So we're not going to be using any figure, we're just going to be using this same like this. So what I'm saying, I want you to understand something. If you come to check this place right now, like something like GBP USD, we have 1.2495, right? In Australian card, we have 0.9054. Forget about this one at the top, those small numbers, just forget about it. We're looking at, so in this kind of things, you see, if you see a pair that is 0.4 numbers after it, the same way I want to show you now how to calculate this. The example I'm using USD, right? It's the same way you calculate any type of pair that comes to that format. Like after the decimal point, you see 4 numbers. Sometimes it's going to be 5, but forget the last one. Just take 4 numbers, because the pip starts with what? Just like the pip point is like this. Pip point, pip size, or pip point, whatever you call it, pip size or point size, all is the same thing, is 0.001, right? So you can see it starts from 1. So that's why we want to the pip, how you calculate pip now. So if you have to get, this is 1 pip movement, right? 1 pip movement. Hold on, I'm going to explain. I'm going to break this down for you. This video may take some time. Just take your time, watch it. And if you're enjoying this video, please smash the like button ASAP. So this basically is 2 pips, right? 2 pips movement. So we may have it up to 0.00, right? I'm showing a very simple way of calculating pips to 9. That's 9 pips what? Movement. 1 pips to 9 pips, sorry. 9 pips movement. Now, let's take it down to a 10 pip movement. Can you see? So, a 10 pip movement will be 0.00010. This is a 10 pip movement, guys. 10 pips movement. Can you see how the structure is coming out, like the movement? So that's how it's going to be down to maybe 0.000, right? We have 0.0 till 20. If it's going to be 20, that's what it's going to be what? 20 pips movement. 20 pips movement. So we're going to make it, if you see, so from this side like this, you have, sorry, I made mistake here, right? So from this side, we have from the last, the pip start from what? The last, after the 3-0, the first 0-1, when you start 1, 2, 3, you know, like that, 4, 5, up to 9, then 10. So like that 10, from 10th, it start with 1, 0. So once you see something like that, if this, like example, if you see 0.0011, this is 11 pips, right? Automatically. If it comes like this, this 21 pips. This is what I want you to understand. If it comes like this, this 31 pips, right? So we're not going to be explaining all those things. I'm going to just show you example of 99 pips now. Okay? Hold on. Watch this video. If you watch this video and you don't know how to calculate any form of pip, just come and knock my head. Like, for real. Come on, give me a knock on my head. Like, anytime you see me on the road, anywhere. So, let's continue. 0.00. Okay, sorry. This is a practical class I'm going to give you guys, trust me. So let's say 99. This is 99 pips movement, right? This is 99 pips movement. So what does 100 look like? Let's just quickly go show you what 100 look like. So 0.00, right? So show you what 100 look like. Sorry, 0.0 100. This is what 100 looks like. So this is a 100 pip move, right? 100 pips move. So this is easy when it comes to phone numbers from how I've explained. So when you see 0 point, let's say you see something like this, 0.00199, this is what? 199 pip movement. You see 0809 like this, 109 pips movement. So this is so clear. If you see something like this, this has moved like up to what? 1,000 pip movement. So I hope this explanation is clear when it comes to the 4 number. We're going to take these things down. So anywhere you see numbers like this, that is 1 point and 4 numbers after the decimal, is the same way we calculate. We have not done the calculation. I'm just giving you a unit number, how the pips move. We're gonna do calculation. This is the same way. This is the same way. If you check, I want to show you example. So if you check now, you can see you see this number here. We have 1.09130, right? That 0, we don't forget about it, right? So if I'm moving it like this, you see it's counting. Once it goes to 4, it's 1 pip. Forget about that pipette. The last one is what we call pipette. Don't worry about that. Just ignore it. Forget about it. So it's 2 pips. That's 5. From 3045 to this, you see, to 6 pips. Move 7. Go 8. Move. That's, look, the 4-digit number 0918 is the 4, right? 8. Go move 9 to what? This probably around maybe 10 pips or 7 pips because it's 30, right? We start with 3, so that's around 7 pips to, you see how it moves from this place, just this place to this place. It gives us around 7 pips. This is a 1 minute time frame. That's why we can see it easily, right? So guys, okay, my trade is running to my favor. That's awesome. So let's quickly move to what I'm going to show you guys right now. It's easy PC, like for easy PC. So what you need to do next is, how do you calculate pips? Now let's say I'm placing a buy order. Hold on, I want to show you guys. I'm going to break this video. Like, you're never going to regret watching this video if I'm explaining. You're just going to take your time. So if you don't sit your ass to listen carefully, trust me, you're not ready to learn. You need to pay attention. For, let's say this is what I want to use as an example. Now let's say I'm buying from this side. Now this is the market running upward, right? And I place a buy order here, and this is where I want to exit the price. So now I want to know how many pips movement is this, right? How many pips movement? I want to know this. So hold on, all I have to do is to take the higher price and minus from the lower price. So what is the higher price? This is the higher price, right? So we have to just see the higher price is what? 918. Okay, hold on. 1.9180,918, right? 1.0899, 899. Sorry, I think something is wrong somewhere. Okay, 899. It's okay. 4 digits. It's only the 4 digit we need. The 4 digits is after the decimal. 0899 0918. So what we have to do is just to do a simple maths, which is subtraction, addition and subtraction, right? If I want to know, let's say I want to, let's say before I even say I buy, I take profit here. I just say, okay, maybe I want to take profit of 5 pips. For example, 5 pips. All I have to do is just come to this place. Let's say this place, which is my buy, and say I want to take example of what? 5 pips. For instance, I put 5 here. So all I just have to do is do some little normal addition. So 9 plus 5, it's going to give me 14. So I write 4 and what? I write 4, right? Then I take 1 to 9, which is going to be 0. I write 0, take 1 to 8, which is going to be what? 9. It's just simple mathematics. Then I put my 1.0. So this is going to give me 5 pips movement. So if we want to confirm it, let's check. So as you can see, this is the price. This is going to be 1. Okay. Okay, this is even 1 pip movement, sorry. This is 1 pip movement. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. That's what we have. 0904. Can you see? 0904. So suppose I say I want to use 5 pips as my exit point. This is the price I'm going to use for this type of calculation with that is 4 numbers after decimal. Take note of what I'm saying. So you see now, this is what I have exactly. So but now from my chart, I don't even know. Let's say I don't even know what pip I want to take, but I just say this is the price I'll exit. Based on my analysis, I see where I see maybe I use Fibonacci. I see that okay, the price can exceed this place, and maybe I want to take profit one first in this place. So I put this. I say okay, this is the price. I want to know how many pips is that. Why we are knowing pips is going to help us to calculate, because we make money in forex with pips, right? So if you don't know the number of pips movement your trade is going to be running, in case it goes against you, trust me, you're just going to keep blowing account. You don't know that, like literally you don't know what you're doing. So to understand risk management, you need to understand the pips movement. You need to know how to calculate a profit and loss, so that you know this is what you can lose. And we're going to be doing that in this video completely for free. That's why I told you guys, smash the like button, please, if you've not done that, and stay patient watching this video, because I'm actually teaching you guys for free, like free, what people can pay others to get. I want to just show you guys for free. So now let's move to another. Let's move this. So we just finished this. So let's go back to what we were doing to know the pip movement, right? To know the pip movement. So now it's easy. We're just going to use calculator, because I don't want us to keep stressing ourselves here and wasting time. So we're just going to say easy, but just take 1.09. You can actually remove the decimal if you want, but I love to calculate it with the decimal for purpose, which I'm going to show you guys later in the future in this video. Minus 1.0899. So we are having 90 pips movement. Can you see? This is represented. I show you guys the reason why I did that first one, to show you how pip move. We have 0.0019, right? Which is what? 19 pips movement, right? As you can see here, this is 19 pips movement. Easy PC. This is what we have. It's what? 19. From this our calculation here. This our calculation here. Can you guys see? So what did you learn from it? It means it's 19. If you add 1, it's going to be like 20 pips, right? So this is actually a 20 pips movement. Meaning from this side, where's our trade? From this side to this side is 20 pips movement. Awesome, awesome. Our trade is playing out. Okay? So it means it's going to be what? 20 pips movement. Do you understand, guys? It's going to be what? 20 what? Pip movement. Easy PC. Then we exit the price. So the same thing, if you also want to know, let me put on 5-minute time frame. If you also want to know, like your let's say this is where we enter the price, and we want this place to be our stop loss, for instance, our stop loss. So how do you know your stop loss? The pips, the number of pips. All you gotta do is to take for buy order. You're expecting it to go up, so the stop will be below. If it is there, it's going down, the stop will be above, right? So it's just simple. Just always take the bigger number minus from the smaller number. So now the bigger number is still 9188. No, we don't count the last 8, right? 0918 1.0918 minus 1.0915. So what we have here is just 3 pips movement. Meaning our stop loss, if it moves, we're gonna have 3 pips against us, right? So the reason why you're learning pips, I told you earlier, is to know what you can lose and what you can gain. So take time. We've understood pips that are calculated in that has 4 figures after a decimal, right? So the same way, if you want to calculate this the same way, 0.9062, if you want to calculate the pip movement in the chart, is the same way. This, because it's the same figure, like point with 4 figures after the point decimal. So the same way with this, the same way with this, the same way with this. So anytime you see pairs that have these things, that's how you calculate it. But right now you may see something like this. This is just in a point. After the point, you have just 2 figures. So this calculation is also, it also differs. So we're going to be talking about that, like JPY. A lot of people have issues in calculating JPY, right? So we're actually going to be looking at this one also. Like there's no exemption. So all you guys need to do is to watch this video. Take your time, like I've said. So let me go wipe this thing out after understanding this. So we want to go to JPY. This is JPY, guys. This is how JPY looks like. Okay, so guys, right now in JPY, for a pip movement, it's just in a decimal you have 20, right? For JPY, for 1 pip to go, it's just 1 pip. The same thing goes like this, 2 pips, right? You understand me, guys? Hold on. I just want to quickly break this thing for you guys to understand. So you need to be patient. So the next thing is what? For 3 pips is going to be like this. So the same way we did, but it's just 2 decimal after it. So we're going to take 9 pips like this. So 10 pips, definitely it's going to be what? It's going to go out of the 2 zeros here, like this. This is what? 10 pips, right? And when you see this, this is going to be 20 pips. This is going to be what? Hold on, as I'm breaking all this for you guys. Now we are using, sorry, this is going to be 99 pips. Say 100 pips is going to look like what? It's going to look like this, 1.99, 1.00. This is in JPY. This is 100 pips. Currencies that appear with JPY, is this how it is, right? Now there's something I want you to know in this. I forgot to mention that I want you guys to take note of is this. Now listen carefully, guys. There's something I want you to take note of. Now, sorry, this place. Now if you see this price, all this price that I said, this is ask price, the higher price, and this low is the bid price. Now I want you guys to take note of something, and it's very, very important for you to know this. Now all this price here are what? Are in the quote price. Now remember when I said pairs we have what we call the base currency and the quote currency. Now we said in earlier of this video, we said that the base currency is always the first currency, like Euro, JPY here. What is the base currency? Is the first currency there, which is Euro. The quote is in JPY, right? Which is the second. The quote is also, the second is always the quote, while the first is always the base. So all this price here you see, they are always in quote price. Take note of this, very, very important. They are always in quote price. So it means that this euro, 1 euro is this in JPY, in Japanese yen, right? So we have 144.3 wherever in Japanese yen representing 1 euro, right? Because Forex is business, that's why you need to know all these things, because you are buying and selling. That's basically Forex, you know. So what this means now is this GBP, Great British Pounds, this is in what? Japanese yen. Now let's take example of US dollars, USD card. What this means, this is in Canadian dollars, meaning 1.3432 is $1 in Canada. Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying, because this, I'm giving an example in Canadian dollars. So if you say this is Euro USD, what this is representing 1 euro in dollars. So the quote currency, the prices is always in the quote currency. This is very, very important for you guys to note. Please note this, get book and write. Watch this video over and over again if you don't understand what I'm saying. Trust me, because this is a great information I want to teach you guys now. So let's move on. After noting this, I forgot to show you, I forgot to tell you guys about that. So now that we know 100 pips is like this, we're definitely going to know that to have 1,000 pips, it's usually going to be something like this in JPY. 1 point to have 1,000 pips is going to be like this in JPY. I already show you guys for euro how 1,000 pips going to look like. Like this will be 1,000 pip for JPY. 1,000 pips movement. 1,000 pips movement, right? Why I'm giving you guys all these things, so that when we start calculation, you're gonna know how this thing looks like. So this is basically how JPY pips moves. So let's check quickly practical example. Let's check my trade, how many pips is running. So this is my trade actually, and for my, I entered the market here. So you can see this is where I entered the market, and I'm still going to bring my stop loss to secure this profit right there. So now, as you can see, when I entered the market, it was 70. We have 70 like this, right? Is 70 down to this side. Let's say 380. This side is 380. This is the price. Hold on. This side we have 380. So to know the pip movement of this is easy peasy, is same minus. We take the highest number and minus from the smaller numbers, like I always informed you guys, right? If it is stop loss, we take the bigger number also. Let's say my stop loss, I decide to use a stop loss from this side, for instance. Although that's not where my stop loss is, I decided to use stop loss here, for instance, or maybe I decided to use stop loss here, for instance. So guys, now the higher number minus this, the higher number minus this, they give us our stop loss in pips. Now if I want to know my pips entry, like how many profit I made, this minus this, this minus this, right, is going to give me, you know, this is actually the ask price. Sorry, I think I just bought my chart right now. Never experienced this before, or maybe I'll set it after. So guys, okay, whatever, let me just show you for the purpose of this video. Let me close this profit. Sorry, it's a good movement for today. So guys, now why we move further, I want to show you something quickly why we move further. Hold on. I just cut at this chart. I don't know what's up. It's USDJPY like that. It's USDJPY. So you have to be patient with me, guys. Okay, it's back. I think it's back the way it should be. So awesome. Now, where's the value we want to use? Okay, I've closed the trade. Okay, nevertheless, that's not that quite important. Okay, guys, so let me bring another arrow. Let me give you an example. Let's say this is where I want to close. Let's use this for instance. Like this, right? And like this. Let's say this from this side, right? Let me use a 5-minute time frame, no, 15-minute time frame. Okay, let's say I want to put my stop loss, hold on guys, around this side, for instance. Around this side, right? Now let's move, guys. So now that I say okay, I want to sell and I want to know the number of profit of pips I'm going to make from this side to this side, right? So all I have to do is just take this figure right here, 133.07. forget the last figure that I told you, 133.07 is 3 figure, that's pipette, just like the 5 figure we explained in the past, right? So always forget the last number, right? So that's usually like pipette. So let's move further. Now to calculate these guys, this is easy peasy to calculate this. We have 133.07 to this one. We are using this to calculate the profit. For instance, 132.30, 132.30, right? This is basically what if you want to, it's gonna be like this. Hold on, 133.07. The entry price will be like this. Trust me, this is how it's gonna show you in MetaTrader. If when you close the trade, 132 points or any other platform, meaning you enter, you sell from this and close, meaning sell, with a bid price. This is literally with a bid price, and this is ask price. You close right with the ask price down below. So now we want to know the number of pips movement. All we have to do is just to minus. So when we say 7 minus 0, we have 7, right? And 0 minus 3, it cannot go. We take 1 from this 3 here up, take 1 to 0, it becomes 10. 10 minus 3, we have what? 7, right? So the remaining ones is going to be what? 0, because this 3 now becomes 2. This is just simple calculation, right? So since it becomes 2, 2 minus 2, we have 0.0, right? So the remaining is going to be what? It's going to represent like 0 and 0, blah blah blah. So the same thing is like this. So we explained all this, right? I show you how 1,000 pips look like. So this is literally what? 77 pips. So let's just represent it with 10, right? This is what? 77 pips movement, right? So it means that from this place to this place, it means that from this place to this place, it means that from this place to this place is what? 77 pips movement. So to know this pip this place to this place movement, our loss, for instance, our stop loss, we just have to take the bigger number and minus from this. We're going to know the movement. So let's just use calculator. The bigger number is 133.20. 133.20, right? 133.20 minus 133.07 minus 133.07. So we have 13 pips. Easy peasy. This is as simple as ABCD, guys. Now we have 13 pips as what? As a stop loss, right? So we've taught you guys how to calculate. This video is getting long. I think we're just gonna treat USD, which is 4 decimal point, 4 numbers after the decimal point, and JPY, which is just 2 numbers after the decimal point. Maybe in our subsequent video we're going to be talking about US30. We're going to be talking about US30. We're going to be talking about gold, XAUUSD, how they are calculated. We're also going to show you guys how it's calculated. So take note of it. So now that you know how to calculate pips, now I'm going to brush you guys on how you can calculate the profit and loss. But before then, I want you to understand something about lot size. Let's clean all this since you've taken note. Always you watch this video. Now let's quickly show you guys where something we call the pip value. Example, this pip value. Now to get a pip value, I think I already did small calculation on that. Sorry. To get a pip value, now it's a formula. It's pip value simply means that the lot size you're going to use when it runs to 1 pip, what you can earn. That's what pip value means. Take note of this, please. It's what up. For example, I'm using 1 lot size. For example, like I use 1 lot size in my trade, meaning if my pips, my trade runs just one pip to my favor, I'm going to be making $10, right? So just 1 pip movement. If it's 0.0, let me quickly give you, before we break it, like most of you do not know how these things come about, but I want to show you guys how it comes about right now. So let's say usually these are what we have in Forex as lot size, usually, right? 1 standard lot, macro lot, and mini lot, right? Blah blah blah, like that. So now if I have 1 pip run on this, it's gonna give me what? A $10. Take note for what I'm saying. Hold on. If I have 1 pip movement of this, it's gonna give me $1. And if I have 1 pip movement of this, it's gonna give me $10. It's gonna give me 10 cents. So now, how did they come about these things? That's what I want to show you. This thing you see is what we call pip value. The pip value, based on your lot size, if it moves 1, 2, how much you're gonna make, how much you're gonna lose, is what you call the pip value. You need to know these things so that, because as a forex trader, for you to start doing forex, you need to start knowing, before you start thinking of how much can I make, you need to start thinking how much can I lose. This is every good trader. That's what we call risk. If you understand, if you know about risk management a lot, you're never going to be not profitable in forex. Trust me, you can't be a trader you can never be. If you're not good at risk management, you can never be profitable. Like, trust me. So every profitable trader, you see, understand risk management a lot, and that is why I decided to take my time to show you guys how pips are calculated, because this is how you make money and lose money. It's through all pips. Yeah, trust me. So you need to understand it. Now, basically, how to get pip value is usually lot size times the contract size times the pip size or point size, which is 0.00001. So basically, I just showed you guys how these things together. So contract size is usually, it could vary from brokers, but most common currency pairs are usually 100,000 contract size. Meaning, if you have $5 and you want to buy Euro USD, you can buy in that size. It's maybe 100,000, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. You understand? In that size. So you don't really buy small. You just don't use small money to buy currencies in the forex trading. The brokers give you, like they borrow you to buy bigger currencies. So that's the essence of lot size. I hope you guys are paying attention to what I'm saying. That's the essence of lot size. So now let's move to the calculation. So suppose I'm using a lot size. I just explained this. You're going to see that we're going to arrive at all this answer. Suppose I'm using a lot size. I want to get peak value for one lot size. For instance, suppose I use one lot size. We said that the formula is lot size times one lot size times what? Contract size, which I say it's equal to 100,000 in most of the brokers. So you can ask your brokers what's their contract size in pairs. So contract size can vary from maybe currencies, stocks, indices. So maybe you are an indices trader, you want to be an indices trader. So like maybe US 30s indices, maybe in the stock market. So it's definitely going to vary from brokers. I don't think it's calculated as 100,000. As the same with currencies. So you just need to find out so that you need to understand what lot size you're going to be using. So this is the exercise why I'm teaching you guys all these things. It's very, watch this video often, it's going to start making sense. Like maybe now it's not going to be making sense. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. When you read more and reward this video, trust me, it's going to make a lot of sense to you, what I'm saying. So let's move. Now that we put one lot size, the formula says that pip value equals to lot size times contract size times pip size. So the pip size, like I said, will be 0.0001, right? So this is pip size. So what we need to do is to calculate pip value, right, equals to 1 times 100,000 is going to be the same, 100,000, then times 0.001. When you calculate this, automatically we're going to have pip value. Let me make it short. Equals to 10. Now there's something I want you to take note of. In quote currency, there's something I want you to take note of. Now that you see this, now I didn't say it's $10, I didn't say it's 10 euro, I didn't say it's 10 Japanese yen. What it means is that, let's say for instance, I want to calculate euro, I want to trade Euro USD. All these things I've used. Hold on, I'm going to show you. It's going to start making sense at the end of the video where I'm going. Just keep watching, pay attention, take note of every single thing I'm doing. Now carefully, Euro USD. Let's say I want to trade Euro USD. This is Euro USD right now, right? Now I want to use one lot size. Let's say I want to use one lot size. Now I want to know if that one lot size moves against me, it's going to give me 10. Now in quote currency, it means this is what is the quote currency in Euro USD. It's USD, right? Because quote currency is always the second, like I told you, the second. So it means that this will be in quote currency, it's gonna be what? $10. Now suppose it's not USD, let's say it's JPY. Let's say it's JPY, Euro JPY, right? Euro JPY. So it means that this is not going to be in dollars, it's going to be in what? In 10 Japanese yen. Now, are you understanding what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people do not teach you this, like these basics. Like you need to understand these things. Some people will just tell you some tutor, even paid tutorship, like they're just going to tell you to memorize this thing without making you understand the basics so that you know how to calculate your loss and understand a lot of things. Yeah, right? So now that you know this is actually in the base currency, the quote currency. You need to take note of it, please. Write it down, just the way I'm writing it for you guys, so that you see practically. Sorry, I'm actually at my yard and I have bets disturbing. So as you can see right now, guys, this is what in the quote currency that I've explained it, Japanese yen 10. So whatever that you have is going to be in the quote currency. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope this is clear. So, but for memorizing stake, just know that one lot gives you 10 in quote currency. 0.1 lot gives you $1. If you moves 1 pips, one in whatever quote currency that you want to trade. 0.01 lot gives you 0.1, which is like 10 in whatever quote currency. But for education purpose right now, we're using USD. That's why I would say $10. That's why I would say $1. That's why I would say 10 cents, right? So after knowing this, let's go back to our MetaTrader. After knowing this is now okay. We want to say the next thing is to show you guys how to calculate profit and loss, so that by then you want to know how many pips movement that you're gonna lose, what loss size you're gonna use. The formula for profit and loss is this that you see, right? So the profit is equals profit and loss will be the difference in price divided by pip size times pip value. Take note of this. It's just two formulas here. Since all I've been talking is two formulas I just brought for you guys. Take note of this. You need to take note of these things. So difference in price divided by pip size times pip value. The pip size is what we could say 0.0001, right? Now we now know how to calculate pip value, right? I've told you what pip value is. It means that when a trade runs, when you're using a lot size and it runs, maybe you're using 0.01, it runs 9 pips, that would be 90 cents, because you are using. So now, because of this example, we want to use USDJYP, for example, for calculation, doing the calculation of the profit. Let's say, suppose, okay, let's don't even use JPY. Let's say now this is what we are shorting, right? 133.07. Let me use a current thing so that for you guys to understand what I'm saying. I want to calculate my profit 0.07. This is how you're going to see it in MetaTrader. We're going to go live on MetaTrader to show you guys. 132.30. 132.30. Now I short USDJPY short. I short from this side, right? And it closes with the ask price this side, meaning from here 133.07 down to this side 132.30, right? I short. Now I want to know how much money I'm gonna make if this trade go on my favor, right? So it's all about peak movement. So what it simply means here, to calculate the profit, right, it means that I'm going to minus 133.07 from 132.30. Whatever we have is what we call the price difference in price, right? It's going to give us that in pips, or definitely. So let's just use our calculator to extend this video. It's getting longer. So hold on. Okay, sorry. 133.07 minus 132.30, we have 77, just like we calculated. So the difference in price That's profit and loss. The difference in size is 0.77 using this figure, right? Just like I showed you guys, 0.77. Now we divide by what? Pip size, which is 0.001. Can you see, guys? I hope you're taking note of what I'm doing. Take your time. This is not something that you should, right? Times, right? Pip value. Now, because I've already known that I want to use one lot size, I now know my lot size, it will be in 10 yuan, because Japanese yuan is the quote currency. Can you see? Is the quote currency. Because I said I want to use one lot size, right? So 10. So all we have to do is divide this 0.77 divided by what? 0.0001. We have 7,700, right? PL equals to 7,700 times 10, right? Now when we times this times 10, we have 77,000. 77,000, right? Now what this means, this is in Japanese yen. If that trade goes in my favor, I'm gonna be having 77,000 Japanese yen as profit. But you may be wondering, yeah, it shows that your account, it gives you in dollars. When the price is moving, it's calculating in dollars, right? That's because your account currency is in dollars. But actually, the system converts the yen to your account currency for you. But the reason why I'm teaching you this, so that you will know what loss you can calculate, what loss you can take, because it's going to give you in Japanese yen, and you do not understand Japanese yen. You know more of your currency, right? So how do we know what this is what in dollars? So when you have this, you're gonna divide this, right, using the close price. This is the close price. So when I divide 77,000 with my close price, 77 to get in dollars, 77,000 divided by my close price, right, which is 132. You can see the close price here, right? 132.30. This is simple maths here. It's just maths. Just rewatch this video time to time. Trust me, you're gonna understand. This is simple. Take your notes, write it, every single thing down like you're in the class. It's for your good, for your own good. Like, trust me. Otherwise, you're gonna keep blowing your money for nothing. You don't have a good risk management, like how to place trades, know what you lose, and all that. Right? I'm gonna show you guys quickly in this. So now that we know, now what you need to do is to divide 77, right? 77,000. Then you divide 77,000 divided by 132.30. So basically, we're going to be having $582, right? This 77 pips. In 10 movement, 77 pips, using one lot size, is going to give us this 582. Let's say 0.0 approximately 1, right? This is what you're going to have in dollars. It now becomes dollars. So when this trade, where is the trade? I close it. Okay, so when you place this trade, as you see here, and it goes in your favor from here to this side, what it means is that using one lot size will be a $500 and something in your account, but it's calculated in Japanese yen because it's the quote currency, but the system is showing you in dollars. I just show you how they calculate it in dollars. The reason is for you to calculate your loss. Now let's say suppose you are buying, let me use a simple example of buying, and you are entering the trade here and expecting the price to go up. The same way we calculated the loss is the same way you calculate the buy as well, just using these two figures, right? So but I want to explain something like what you're going to lose. Loss is the same thing. That's why I say profit and loss. So and you're expecting, you want to put your stop loss here, for instance. Now since you know, maybe you say, okay, I'm buying from this place, I want to get 77 pips loss using one loss side. Depends on your account currency. You know, some people can have just $1,000 account, some people $5,000 account, $100,000 account, some people can have just $50 account. So you need to understand your account size to know what to risk, right? To know what to risk. This is very, very, very important in trading. So now that you understand this, how you get dollars, now I'm going to show you quickly practically this trade I took today. Hold on, I'm going to show you practically. Let me show you now. I want to take USDJPY for instance as a trade that I want to take today, right? Let's say for my analysis, the look at the market, for my speculation, I've seen that this market, I'm going to short. It will be a more of short, because what it simply means is that buyers will sell more, you know. So I said I'm going to short. For my analysis, after doing analysis, that's another topic on its own. Now I just want to teach you basically on risk management. If you already got a good strategy, but maybe you may not be good with risk management, that's why you're not profitable, then this is why you need to watch this video. If you're new, you need to watch this. Like new traders, this is like a video, comprehensive video for you. Like, trust me, it's not about what you want to make, what you want to lose first. You need to understand that in Forex, to cut it, to keep you in the game. This is business. You can't go and start wasting your hard-earned money. Okay? So USDJPY, this we want to trade. Now I love to trade USDJPY a lot. Basically, I love that. Everybody has different pairs to trade. So now that you have USDJPY, I want to take a trade. Now let's say, okay, let me use a trade today. Now as you can see here right now, I took trades, and this trade really run massively. Like, these are over 70 something pips. Like, they're in dollars. Until I calculate them, that's when I'm going to know how many pips. But literally, that's one disadvantage of you can't see. If you're using quote currency in dollars, you can easily detect the runnings of the pips while your trade is going. That's why some traders prefer trading currencies that are what in the USDs in quote. So that they are calculating, maybe if it's going to give you 10, you're using one lot size, it gives you $10, you know that's 1 pip movement. $20, you know it's 2 pip movement. But unlike this, I'm not literally going to know, because this is not in this was converted from Japanese yen to this, like I explained to you guys. The system does that automatically. Actually, what I'm teaching you this is when you want to calculate your loss, you need to know what you lose. This is the essence why you need to know this, right? System will not do the losses for you. It will do the losses for you automatically, I swear, when the trade goes against you. But you need to know what you lose. So you understand better when I show you guys this trade. Now, since I took this trade, let's say I want to use example of this one precisely, this one here, and you can see all these are orders I took. They are all the triggered order. You can see I placed orders on this one price, right? From analysis, 132.7 is my entry price. So I say, okay, I'm going to short, meaning sell, same thing, at the price of 132 point, is it 07? No, 70. At this price, I'm going to short, right? Now, I say I'm going to short at this price. Then, let me go back to USDJPY to give you that exact trade that I took. Hold on. I want to set something quickly for this tutorship. Where is this thing? Trade history, okay. Okay, guys. This is USDJPY. I think this is the current trade I took. Candlestick, bro. Now, as you can see, this is where I enter the trade, all the trade, and I close the trade. Okay, let me give you practically my own example. 70. I just put like this. Forget about the last. This is where I enter the trade, right? This is where I enter the trade, right? And this is when I exit the trade. I exit the trade at 90, right? 90. I exit the trade at 90. Exactly 90. Exit the trade at 90. So you can see, guys, from here to this place, right, is the trade I took. That, and you saw the profit live, right? So now listen carefully. What we're gonna show you guys right now, it's a practical how this thing is calculated. Now, remember I short, and I used stop loss of 169. I've been holding that trade since money. I know definitely the sell will eat. So it depends on my strategy. Everybody has to read the trade anyway. So I say stop loss of 169 will be, I enter the market 132.70 plus, because I want to short, I said 169, 132.70 plus, sorry, 132.70 plus 1.69. Remember this? I show you. So this is 169 pips. We have 134.39 as our stop loss, because I want to use I use a day time frame to enter this trade aside, because I saw a bullish engulfing, like a clear one. It was closed. I knew that definitely this market is going to sell to this extent. Like, trust me, I was so confident of that. I have a lot of confirmations when I checked the trade at that time in the morning. I even entered the trade quickly. So So I just don't want to waste my time because I was actually very busy. I don't want to wait, so I had to just, okay, let me take the trade, and this is where I want to put my stop loss. 100 and what we have, 134.39. So I'm going to put that stop loss there. This I want to show you guys how I took this trade this morning. Hold on. I'm not going to show you guys about the analysis, just the stop loss, 134.39, 34.39, somewhere like this, right? This is where the stop loss was. As you can see, this side. This is where I put the stop loss. So if the trade goes against me, it's going to go 100 pips, 169 pips. So, but what I do is that I decided to risk some percentage of my account. So I could just literally, if let's say I'm having $100,000 account, I could just say I want to take $10,000 and risk maybe 10% of $10,000, or 3% of $10,000, or 5% of that $10,000. Can you see how risk management works? Now I have about 100,000. I don't say I want to risk 2% of 100,000. I took a percentage of the money and I want to risk some percentage of that money. Like that's the whole money I have. I hope you understand. So that's basically, if you say you are having $100 account, for as a good trader, you need to say, okay, I'm going to take out $50 out of it and risk maybe 3% or 1%, 2%, depends on your comfortability, right, that you want to risk. I don't know if I'm making sense. You understand what I'm saying? So let's say, okay, I want to use just two. Let's say I want to risk let's say 20%, for instance. 20%, I want to risk 20%, divide by 100, 0.2 times let's say $10,000, for instance. This literally like 2,000. No, let's say I want to lose 30%, 40%, for instance. 40%, I want to risk 40%. It's all my choice. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. So you need to look your account size, what you're capable of risking, what the return of investment, and all that. You know. So let's just 20%, which will give me $2,000, right? For instance, I'm giving you this as an example, and I want to use a lot size. A lot size. Where is it? One lot size, for instance. And let me just even break it. Let's say I want to use, let's say 5,000. Let me even break it down to your level. Let me break it down to your level. Let me break it down to your level. 0.01. Sorry. Let's say this. Let's say my trading. I take $5,000 account size, for instance, $5,000. Hold on, $5,000, right? And $5,000. I want to risk 2% of $5,000. 0.2 times 5,000. 0.2 times 5,000. No, that's 20%. Sorry, 0.02 times 5,000 should be around 100. Okay. So if I'm risking inside this account, I decide to risk, let's say, for example, risk 2%. 2%, like this, like a trading plan I'm giving you guys right now. So it's gonna be 2% of 5,000. That will be $100 in quote currency. Don't forget. So this will be in Japanese yen, because we want to trade Japanese yen, and the quote currency is what? in Japanese yen, right? So this is easy PC. So the next thing we're gonna do is to say, okay, the stop loss, now that we know the stop loss as the SL to be 134.39. That's the stop loss, right? If you minus this, you're gonna have 169 pips. 134.39, 134.39 minus 132.7. You see, 169 pips, right? So this is our stop loss. All right, this is what so okay, we want to use our stop loss. So now, assuming we want to calculate our loss, let's say we want to use 0.2 loss size that I decided to use, maybe 0.02 lot size. So you have to check your account, what when the pips runs against you, how many in dollars you're gonna lose, right? I'm giving an example, just brief example how you trade. You can reward this video and strategize on this, and the more you practice, the more you understand better, like trust me. So now I decided to use 0. So I want to calculate my loss. Let's say the trade go against me 169 pips, using a loss size of 0.02. How many amount of dollars I'm going to lose with 169 pips if the trade runs against me, right? So this is the PC. That's what we say profit and loss PL is equals to difference in price. So we already know our difference in price, which is 169, right? 1.69. Don't write 169, please. Write it the way, the point, everything, because you're dealing with that figure. 169. This is the difference in price times, right? 169 times what? Divide by the pip size. Where's division sign? The pip size, which is 0.001 times pip value. We already know the pip value for 0.2 be 2 cents. I taught you how to calculate pip value using pip value equals lot size times contract size times pip size, right? Or pip point. I taught you that. So I even gave you the formula, right? Which I said constant formula is equals to 1 lot size equals 10 in quote currency, 0.1 equals $1, 1 whatever in quote currency. But for the sake of this, to show you that I'm showing you guys, we are using Japanese yen, right? It should be in cent. I don't know what they call that in Japanese, right? So basically, if this figure represents in currencies for 1 pip movement, 0.2 will give us 20, 2 lots will give us 20, 3 lots will give us, you just have to times by 10, just so you can memorize this on your head. If you cannot know that formula on how it's calculated, you can just memorize this and know that whenever we use 1 lot size, it runs 1 pip. If you're using dollars in quote currency, it's going to be $10, $20 in 2 lots, 3 lots. 10 is going to be 10 times 10, which is $100 for just a pip. Huge, massive. And if the trade goes against you, that's how you can run losses as well. So all these things depends on your lot size and your account size, your account value, that you're able to know how to manage your risks very well. So now that we have this times what? The pip value, which is 0.2. We are using a lot size. Sorry, not stop loss. Lot size. Lot size. Right? Of 0.2 with 0.01, 0.02, 0.01 give us 1 cent, automatically 0.02 will give us what? It will give us something like this, right? So automatically we know that. So we're gonna put pip value, that's 0.2. Do you understand what I'm saying? You get all this, I hope you're following. So we're gonna use 0.2, right? Now since we're using 0.2, we just need to calculate, we just need to divide this with 0.0001, and we have 16,000, right? 16,000 PL, profit and loss, 16,000. Actually, we're calculating loss. 16,900 times 0.2, right? Times 0.2. We have 3,000 equals to, remember this is in UN, we're gonna have 3,380, sorry, 3,380 UN. Now guys, can you see this is in UN? Do you understand this in dollars? So, but now, and you said you want to reach $100, you're having 3,380 UN. How do you know in dollars? That's when you divide with the close price. So the close price is your stop loss, because for the price to, if it goes against you, you are calculating your loss. It must hit your stop loss, right? So all you got to do is to divide this 3,000 from divide this from this, divide this with this, right? 3,000, right? Divide by 13439, right? This is your stop loss here, 13439, right? 134.39. So it means that if the pips runs against you, you can lose $25. So to get this in dollars, the profit and loss to your account currency, 380 divided by 134, which the close price, your stop loss, will be the close price. At the end of the day, if the trade goes against you, it will give you this in dollars, 25.15. 25.15, right? So as I said, 25.15. So meaning that when we use lot size of 0.02 and the trade goes against us, we are losing just $25, maybe out of whatever account that you have. So this depends. What this helps you to do, it helps you to know the lot size you're going to lose. Now it's not, and we said we want to risk, sorry, because our account is in dollars, it's not the yen, this is in dollars. We said we want to risk $100 from our account. We have $5,000 account, right? It's $5,000 account, and we said we want to risk just 2%, which is $100, right? So now we know the exact amount. When we place open a position with 0.02 lot size, we're going to just lose $25, which is not even up to what we want to risk. This is an example of the trade I'm giving you guys, right? I hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is easy peasy. So if you place a trade, those trade I took, I already know how much, if the trade is going to go against me. That's why I was so comfortable. You see, I've been doing this video. I took that trade like the trade was going against me since morning. Like, trust me. But I knew my setup, and you know, because using as a demand and supply trader, you know, I know the market cannot even no matter how it's manipulated, it's not going to go above the supply zone. So I've known this, so that's why I had peace of mind. I got no psychological problems disturbing myself. You know, at the end of the day, I just waited patiently, because patience is success in trading. And at the end of the day, I closed the trade. Now, the reward to risk ratio, you don't have to really wait sometimes for your trade to play out maybe so massively for a risk to reward ratio. I just wanted to focus on this. I literally just go and, you know, adjust my stop loss. But because this video took too long, I'm about to go out, so that's why I closed the trade. So as you can see, this is how you calculate the loss when it comes to currency, in the cold currency that's not your account currency, like my account currency is USD. Suppose my account currency is JPY, I don't need to make any calculation. Like, it's gonna give me in JPY. You know, whatever I'm calculating now, I'm gonna be having it in JPY. So let me make it clear. Suppose I'm using something like GOUSD, for instance, this one, EURUSD, and I'm calculating, it's going to give me in quote currency, which is USD automatically in dollars. I don't have to convert because my account is in dollars. My account currency is in dollars with my broker. So I can decide to choose my account currency to be euro. I can decide to choose with dollars. I can decide, it depends on the broker. You understand what I'm saying? So my account currency is in dollars. So whatever I'm doing, it's going to be calculated in dollars for me. So the essence why you need to know these calculations is for you to be able to calculate your loss, so that you know what you can risk with your account size and the currency that your account is in. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So now that we know this $25 I can lose for 0. This, you can also calculate the profit. Maybe you want to say, okay, since you are risking 169 pips for a good reward to reward ratio, it could be maybe 2.1, which is 169 times 2, right? It's going to give you a reward ratio of 2.1, right? So whatever pips you put, you add it. Let me show you practically of what I'm saying here. 1.69, right? Since Japanese yen, right? 1.69 times 2, we have 338 pips, right? Since we have 338 pips, our entry price was what? Our entry price, so you can see our entry price here is 132.7, right? So 132.7 is because we are shorting, you minus, because you are expecting the price to go down 3.3 something. I can't remember. Let's just use 300. I can't remember actually. This 300. So because we are shorting, now I'm going to take profit at 129.7. 129.7. So I'm going to take profit, for instance. It means that where is it? 129.7 just forget about that. I don't want this video to get long, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So it means that the trade has to go down in pips for me to have good reward to risk ratio. But sometimes when you see obvious change of signs in direction, you can actually close your pips. That's what I'm saying. So you have to just look what favors you. Like, okay, this, you make the plans before the trading. That's what trading is all about. Like, you have to have a trading plan. You have to do your analysis, put all you need to lose, make the plan, calculate this. That's what good trader looks like, with good risk management. Trust me, just going in, blah blah blah, and bust into a trade. So if people are giving you signals, they already make these calculations for you, and you may not know what lot size they are using. So you must be careful, know your account size, and know what lot size. You don't know how many pips it's gonna run. So you can, even when people gives you signal, you can actually maybe use 0.01 first to calculate, to enter into the trade probably, and calculate the pip size, see your account quickly, and know the steps you're gonna take. So that's what I advise you to learn trading on your own, so that you know how to, go into this thing. So for mentorship, you can actually reach out to me, guys. You can actually reach out to me. It's not gonna be free, actually. It's gonna be paid, because like this, I took my time for you guys to give you this free content. So I'm gonna give you my whole time because you pay for it. Like, trust me. So if you think this video, let me know whatever you think about this video, how we can actually make more progress for you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Please drop your comment below description of this video. I think we talked about profit and loss. We talked about currency pairs. So you should be able to comprehend what currency pairs are, base and quote, ask price, bid price, how it opens and closes from buy and sell order. All right, we talked about all these things, and also calculating pips. So basically we can only treat, because of time factor, we can only treat pips with decimal after the 4 figures after the decimal, and also we treated pips with 2 figures after the decimal. Go to is 2 figures after the decimal, but it's not treated like the way we treat Japanese yen. So we're going to be talking about, maybe in subsequent videos, we'll talk about XAUUSD, which is the gold USD. I'm going to talk about maybe US30 as well, like US30 and maybe NASDAQ or something. So these are actually stock and the stock market, like the indices and all that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video educative and valuable, and please do me a favor, if you think this video is awesome, you enjoyed it, it may be too long, but it's worth, because to teach you something, for you to understand like this, it needs time. Like, I actually break everything. If you don't get this, trust me, you need to just find somewhere to just like, don't do trading, because I actually break this thing to the best level I can. Like, trust me. So all you just have to do is watch the video 1, 2, 3 to 4, 5 times carefully. Take your time. This is a free content. You're not paying for it. It's worth it. Like, trust me. And when you get this knowledge, it's for your own benefit, so you're gonna understand better. And feel free to reach out to me on my social media pages below the description. You're gonna see. Thank you so much for watching. I'm in School Tech Discovery. God bless you guys.